Hey guys, how you doing? This is jpsarrireviews coming to you once again with more statue news. And today I want to give an update. More than often, you hear a lot of people talking bad about Sideshow. And a lot of that is earned. You know, Sideshow does a lot of bad things. But there are things that they do right. And we want to point those out as well. You know, it's not about all the bad they do, but also some of the good they do. As any other business, they under scrutiny by all the collectors, in this case by the clients, but definitely there's a lot of good things there, and we have to point those out. So this is just an update of this week of everything that I noticed that the Sideshow has in store for the near future, and there's a lot of cool stuff. So we're going to explore all of that and see what I like and what I don't like, so stay tuned. We are here at the Sideshow website, and I will have the links for all of this. Everything we talked today, I'll have the links for you in the description. But here is on the Sideshow side, it says what's new. And this is the thing I want to talk about, of course, Cyclops, that everybody's been talking about it. To me, this was a highlight of, in this case, New York Comic Con. I really like it. It definitely is a good piece. And of course, it's now ready on pre-order. Let's get in there. Okay, I do like, we're gonna check out the pictures, the price. Limited edition is to be disclosed. We don't know the edition size of this yet. Of course, it's ready for pre-order. Estimated arrival is between July to September of next year. You know how it is, it can change at any time. Price is $580, which is not bad. And as what we know is that there's no exclusive on this, which a lot of people are, some people are not happy about it, because a lot of people love to have exclusives for collectible value, collectible purposes. Other people are happier. That means that you don't have as much pressure to go and get it right away. You can actually order from another retailer. Particularly, this helps a lot of people overseas, where if they buy directly from Sideshow, they have to add up shipping costs. I think the price is fair, $580. Of course, you have to remember now the prices of premium formats is kind of up there, which is just the name of the game nowadays. But I really like it. I do like the pose. I like this interchangeable head, this one with the power coming from his eyes, of course, the power beam, the laser beam, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, it looks good. Another thing that I would say some people are dissatisfied is the fact that this one does not have a doesn't have a jacket. Some people were asking for the jacket, which is not really in the comics as much. It was mostly in the cartoon, but we kind of grew accustomed to it. So that would have been nice, because the original, the first, in this case, the first PF, it had it. So that's another thing, and the fact that there's no light up feature, that's another bummer. It would have been nice that he has, had a light up feature. The original, the first statue that they produced had both things. So I don't know. Maybe it's just nitpicking. Some people might be okay with it. I can tell you one thing. I'm not a fan of this portrait. I do like the effect of the power after he just blasted someone. That's kind of cool. I just don't like his mouth. I just don't. I don't know. It's just expression. He looks like an old timer. I don't know. Cranky old timer. I don't know. It just feels like that. It's just my opinion. Perhaps it's just perception. I do like the effect. They could have just changed the portrait a little bit, soften some of the cheeks or something, or the mouth. I don't know. It's just too wide in my opinion, and that the jaw line and all that stuff, but it is what it is. The next one, I do like this one. I'm a big fan of this one, actually. I really like this one a lot. It looks good. I like it. Some people were even complaining already on the Facebook groups about the gap between and the pouches and the belt with the skin, and I don't see a problem. It's a belt. It's not supposed to be attached to the body. It's just part of it. I don't know. People just nitpick a lot. More power to whoever wants to nitpick. But here, this is another one. I like this one. Really fun. I really like this one. Sadly, it doesn't have a light up feature. It would have been so nice if this had a light up feature. It would work so perfectly with that. Maybe it was just too much to ask. It would, of course, raise the price because of all the, all you got to do in that area. But they did it with the original, so I don't see the problem here. So you have the swap out portraits. Again, look nice. Don't not care much about this face. And they 3 interchangeable visor options, 6 display options. So you got that, you got that, you got that. Cool. 6 display, what that means? Only see 3. Is anything else besides that? Huh. Let's check it out. Unless these visors are... Okay, I see what I mean. The visors are interchangeable. Huh. Interesting. So that makes it 6. I like that pose. Some people were complaining about the pose, but I think it's perfect. I don't see a problem with it. So you can see right there, looks pretty good. That looks neat in my opinion. So people were complaining already around the gap, but I don't think it needs to sit flush. It's just different. So you can see there. Really like this. I like the simplicity of this. Is I do like the XM piece, but I do believe that this one is more classic. And it depends on what you collect. If you are more into the more modern renditions of things, of course, and of course, Sideshow has some modern renditions here. This is a more like a variation of the classic Jim Lee style, but it's closer to the classic feel. It's closer in detail, which I like. It's a simple base, but looks good. I think it works perfectly with what they're trying to convey. From this angle, the face looks better, to be honest with you. From this angle, not so much. I think it's just a matter of angles. So people also were mentioning about this seam, the seam line right there, but they'll fix it. I don't see as much of a problem with it. It's always, if you're gonna change parts, of course you're gonna have to have those seams. As much as they try to hide them, they're always visible one way or another. But that's pretty cool. So we went back to it. So definitely it's very exciting. There are a lot of pictures there. But you can see estimated arrival July 20th, 2020, September 2020. They have a payment plan. You can start from $65.25. So if you cannot afford to pay it all at once, definitely you can do it in a payment plan. And this is pretty cool. Figure measures 17 inches tall, which is not bad. Here have the artists. You got Mark Newman, who is a fantastic sculptor. You got Bernardo Esquivel, which has been the painter for a lot of the stuff that Sideshow does. He's a fantastic painter. Casey Love, also the paint. Richard Long is the design. Andrew Huerta is the designer. Anna Smith is mold and casting, and of course the Sideshow team doing the entire development. The whole thing is polyresin, all of that. And I think it's pretty cool. Definitely, if you are collecting a lot of the Sideshow stuff right now, of course with the Wolverine, the Jean Grey, Gambit, those are fantastic pieces as well. I think definitely this is a must-have. This is the only thing that I'm a bit concerned. Of course, they're going with the classic style. Gambit has a classic outfit. Jean Grey has a classic outfit, but Wolverine has the more modern look. So I don't know. That's the only thing that kind of doesn't fit well. They should have gone with the classic outfit for Wolverine, but they also have a Logan coming in. So it depends on your preference in regards to it. So now let's go back to another thing that I want to point out. We continue with Marvel, and in this case, this is the Spider-Man and Mary Jane maquette. They changed some of the style here. This is a very nice maquette. I really like it. I'm a big fan of Scott Campbell, and this channel have review a lot of his books. Have talk about it so many times. I know people know I'm a fan. So this is based on a variant cover. What was that? Was 2014, 2015? Actually, this was a 2014 art print, San Diego Comic-Con special art print. This was based on this. This is based on that art print, and that art print became a variant cover the following year in Spider-Man Renew Your Vows #1. That was a variant cover. Very popular. I also actually have this cover on the books I have reviewed for J. Scott Campbell, the art books, as Violent Violet. And I'll have the link for you, but I have that. I reviewed that. It's included in that book. It's one of those covers in there. Really love it. It's a nice cover. Now, this was, to me, a highlight of San Diego Comic-Con. However, a lot of people were complaining about the likeness of it, and they changed the likeness. So I'm going to show you a couple of things so you can see. This is what happened in San Diego Comic-Con. We're going here. I'm going to a different site. This is Toy Art, but this is actually what they had on display. So I'll show you right here. As you can see, the face is different than the one that they just fixed. They just fixed the face. They softened some of this. A lot of people were happy because they said that it's not, the likeness wasn't there. There's a more pervy look. As you can see right there, the pervy look, a lot of people didn't like it. They said it's too pervy. It doesn't resemble the art. It is kind of like the art from a different angle. But the pieces are fantastic. But that people were complaining about the face. That was the main complaint, as you can see right here on this piece. This is San Diego Comic-Con. Let me now show you some pictures that I have saved for that. This is the actual, the 2014 art print. Beautiful art print. Love it. You can see the face. There's a difference between the statue and the face. Yeah, the statue looks more pervy. Well, I can do one thing. All statue collectors, in one way or another, they're a bit pervy. You know, comic book readers, I'm a bit pervy. I don't want to offend anybody, but it's just the way it is. You know, they always complain about the likeness of female characters or things like that. So yeah, it is what it is. But this is that. And this was the original picture of the Spider-Man and Mary Jane McKett, the photograph they have a Sideshow. So as you can see, this is a bit more pervy. Well, I don't know, it looks pervy, it looks different. I don't know, is the shading or something on the paint job? They softening all of this. Let me close this and let's go back to the website. And this is the new face. And this is, this is actually the likeness here is there. And I think maybe it's not the statue or the sculpt. I think it's just the paint job. They changed the paint job. It looks more clear. You know, it's not the shading and all that. I don't know, it looks better. The thing is this, it looks closer to the art, and I think they did a fantastic job in it. And I think it was good that Sideshow listened. So people are happy with this now. The Spider-Man Mary Jane McKett is fixed, and I know Scott Campbell was actually talking about it in his Instagram just a couple of days ago. So this is cool. I really like it. Mary Jane looks fantastic. She looks phenomenal. Very good, particularly with this style that they have produced with, the J. Scott Campbell line. It's gonna sit so well with that one. I'm a big fan of J. Scott Campbell line. It's a new Marvel collectible is coming to Sideshow, presenting the Spider-Man and Mary Jane McKett, inspired by J. Scott Campbell artwork. The piece will be up for pre-order in the near future. Be sure to RCVP in the meantime. So you can sign up so you can get the messages as soon as it goes goes for pre-order. You can pre-order. Very nice. This is a very nice addition. So now let's go back. And I want to talk again, of course, on this Wonder Woman bus. And this is the preview, and a lot of people are talking about it this week. A beautiful, beautiful bus. This is like a 1/3 scale. Some people are complaining that it's not a 1/4. Some people prefer, in this case, a live scale, half scale. I don't have a problem with this. I love this scale. The 1/3 scale, they've been doing this. She looks phenomenal. She looks phenomenal. Wonder Woman. Beautiful for that scale. In my opinion, I'm very conscious about space. I don't have as much space, but definitely this is good. I love this one. The other, I like, what was the other company? Another was a Chinese company that was producing the pretty much the in this case the live scale of the movies of the Gal Gadot. Those are fantastic. If you have the money and the space for that, go for it. But if you want something smaller and something that resembles the art, it looks phenomenal. This piece is phenomenal. And it will be up for pre-order in the near future. They just announced it. I love this one. I really like it, and I'm considering to get this one. Now, this is actually a new entry from Sideshow, now with DC, but this is something that they already are trying with other pieces. And let me show you. They already did the Wolverine. Let me see if I can find it. Sideshow Wolverine. And it's, as you can see right here, $250. I love this bus. So pre-order 2 is for next year. And as you can see, this is phenomenal. Love it. Same size. And I really like this concept. To be honest with you, I was not a big fan of bus But now, as I've gotten older, and as much space as you have, you have limitations with your space. I started collecting mini bus from Gentle Giant some time ago, a couple of years back, and have reviewed a few of those statues, those mini bus. But I'm becoming such a big fan of bus, and definitely this is within my price range and actually within my space limitation. So really like this one. That's not the only one they have. They also have the Deadpool. Let me put it right there. Deadpool bus. Right there. This one, not this one. Those are really expensive up there. Those are really big, life-size bus. But this is part of the one I'm talking about, $250. Really love it. Some people were complaining about the skin right there, the flesh, all of that, and the concept. But it just, I don't know, it's just fun. It just, to me, it just plays with the character. I really like it. I don't know, it looks very nice. In my opinion, this is if you're limited with space and you need something to display, you're a big fan of Deadpool, why couldn't you just have that? I don't like it. This is just a piece of meat right there. People say though that's not anatomically correct, and some people would point that out. Whatever, it's just what it is. I really love the style, the eyes. Nice job there. Nice job there. And they also did in this case, what is that, a Thanos? Yeah, Thanos. Let's see if we can get it there. Ooh, Thanos is like all over the place. But here, it's more expensive because it's larger in piece. It's $325, so it's not like the other ones. But as you can see right there, it's also within the same lines. This, I don't know. I'm just glad that they're trying new things. Not stuck in the same old, like, people always want the 1/4 scale thing. Everybody wants that different sizes. There's so many ways that you can present art. Not necessarily has to be life size or has to be, a 1/4 scale. You can do so many things with different scales. And, definitely this is another one. Really, really good job here. Really like it. I don't know. I think this is a, perfect representation of Sideshow at its best. Well, guys, as you can see, Sideshow is doing a lot of exciting things. I can say. And it's good. It's always good to see a company that is trying new things, is producing some things, and things that they are showcasing is going on pre-order right away. It's totally different from, years ago. So this is exciting. We're living in exciting times. People are happy with Juggernaut. People are receiving Cable. You're gonna find some cases where something goes wrong. Of course, it happens. It's part of the business. They will be taken care of, I imagine. Sideshow has always done that for every customer. Sometimes they haven't done it the right way, but they do it. They try. So we're excited for that. I'm really happy. Definitely looking forward to know more about this bus line. Hopefully they continue that bus, not only with Wonder Woman, they continue on with every other character. It seems that it's a fun line, and definitely for those that, like me, that are space conscious and also they don't have the means to go out for the $1,000 piece, definitely it is another alternative, and it's a good one. I can say that. So definitely I'm very excited. I'm really a big fan of bus. As you can see, I have this one. I like the mini bus line of Gentle Giant. Looking forward to the Cable that they announced, and it has been prolonged for quite some time. We don't know exactly when it's coming out. It's still on pre-order in some places, but man, I love this mini bus. I don't know, I became a big fan of mini bus with the Gentle Giant line. I have some that you see in the background. I have others too, still in Buxton, but definitely a big fan of this one, and I'm looking forward to know more about this line. I like the idea of this bus, and that Wolverine looks sick, and definitely Wonder Woman looks fantastic. But what do you think? What is your opinion? Are you excited for that? Are you excited of the changes? Are you happy for the new Spider-Man and Mary Jane maquette? Do you think they did good by changing the art? Do you like it now? Are you going to pre-order when it goes out live? Are you collecting that line? Are you going for the bus? Are you going to pre-order, in this case, Cyclops, or any other piece? What do you think about Cable? What do you think about Juggernaut? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, my friends, God bless. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.